Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back to the Fox Den. You're here with the Papa Fox, Pater Voss, and we're going to continue playing Banished in Episode 6. So let's go ahead and get the load file started. Okay, that would be today, the 9th, as you can see here. Let's load it. I did get the alarm started beforehand, so this video hopefully will not go over the amount of time I have set for myself. Okay, let's get fiddle around with my papers and get this game started. I'm recording this concurrently with my last episode, but this again will go up later in the week. I want to keep a two-day delay on my videos. Looks like we already reached the limit on the amount of wheat we have. Early winter. Well, where we last left off, we had built both of our mines. We had built another barn and a stockpile. We started construction on a couple of fishing docks, and we were going to start clearing out the area. Now, I had just remembered that when we were trying to get the the trade dock going, we have to consider trading post. We have to consider how it'll fit into the terrain. So we might actually be a little bit constrained about where it'll actually go. Might have to go up here. Yeah, we might have to put it up here. Which I suppose is okay. Oh, no. I'm gonna pause it. Let's just zoom out. See if we can get. Let's just parse out a place where we can put this sucker. No, it's not gonna come in there. It has to be along a major river like this. Just not. Maybe. I mean, this would be the most ideal place to put it. Huh. We might. Only go up here? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it's been a while since I've played this game, so we might be a little bit stuck as to where we can put our trading dock. It's a little bit disconcerting. It's a little bit upsetting, not gonna lie. No, okay, we can put it here. Put it here, simple, and to the point, and this might actually be like this actually might be our storage area. Okay, so both of these mines are going to be producing goods. I got it. Okay, both of these mines are going to be producing goods for down here. Same thing with the farmland. We're going to have a bunch of farms, and we're going to have a bunch of some mines up here that are going to produce goods specifically for this trading outpost. So what we're going to want is a wooden bridge just for the nonce. We're going to want it over here. And we're going to want another wooden bridge. Right there. And heck, let's just go bridge crazy. Right there. We're just going to get those started. I know that's a lot of building to do in a very short time, but with the medium of a Let's Play, I think we're just kind of try to go quick and dirty. Late winter. Work. And work. And work. Work. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit energized right now because had a good night's sleep. I've had some tea and coffee. Everything's going according to plan. Let's just make sure we have all our farmers taken care of. And yeah, we had maxed out our fish. Oh, right, we had made some more fishing docks. So I think we might take a person off of hunting. Well, we're going to take one of our foresters off. We're going to have a couple more fishermen on duty. Maybe yeah, we're going to get as much food in as possible. Oh, and what I decided earlier, while I was watching my previous episode, is we are going to build a boarding house here. You know, the way I figure it is this boarding house is going to supply the housing needs of this area just for the moment. I mean, we will have houses built in this little alcove, but we're going to build the boarding house here, and then we're going to gradually turn all of these houses into stone houses. And then what's going to happen is all of the people who are going to be upgraded out of here are going to land here. These are going to be the primary denizens of the industry area. So that should work. Okay, yeah, we have that paused. I think we might have some of these other bridges paused. There's a bridge there, and we're just going to build another bridge up here. Yeah, we're just going to leave these two bridges going. So I've never done two videos back to back before, so hopefully this will work out a-okay. This is definitely going to be a stretch of my current abilities, and hopefully it'll all go according to plan. Here we are starting to flatten out some of this stuff. So as far as administration buildings go, we have wells, we have, oh, for putting out fires, right, I forgot about that. We're going to want one of these things. We're going to put it right here. We're going to put another one right there. You have schools, you have hospital, you have your town hall, and you also have a chapel and your cemetery. Now these are all very important buildings. Of course, the schoolhouse will give you educated workers, and those workers will actually be able to complete their tasks much faster. So like builders will be able to build their buildings, farmers will be able to farm their farms, and so on. You'll also have hospitals, and those will... So right now we have a herbalist hut, and most people are able to take care of their diseases on their own, maybe with the help of an herbalist. But a hospital will be able to treat diseases that are much more virulent. The town hall, and I had gotten this incorrect in the last episode. I thought that there was some way to specify what type of resources are stockpiled in these areas, and that was actually incorrect. What you can do is once you get a town hall, I believe you can select whether or not you're going to power your houses with, or heat your houses with coal or wood. I'm pretty sure that's the case. You might actually have to check someplace else. Let's check what that is. Reserve of stone is low, which is just fine. I obviously know that. Concentrating on other things. Ah, that's almost done. That's good. And there we go. And that one is starting to have resources dropped off at it. Still working on that. Oh, and very last, you have the chapel and the cemetery. Cemeteries, I'm going to have one in each of the areas, and we're obviously going to have to make more as our population grows. Churches are great for getting people happy and giving them some fulfillment throughout the day. So, speaking of narrative, we could assume that these folks do have some sort of religion that they are beholden to. So, who knows? Maybe they're still practicing the religion of the place they were thrown out of, or possibly they developed a splinter sect, and maybe that's why they're here. So, who knows? I obviously think that it's actually a good thing in some ways for them to have this kind of a thing, because, you know, once you have all of your basic needs met, you start thinking about other things. You're able to meet needs that are beyond that bottom part of the pyramid. I'm able to concentrate on other things, which is always nice. A lot of the difficulties most people have is when they're having the basic needs conflict with some of their upper needs. Oh, by the way, I do apologize if you can hear my son. He is back. My wife just got done dropping off her family off at the airport, so we do have a toddler running around raising all kinds of mayhem, which she is very proficient at. I know, little guy. I know. So we'll see how well that goes. Clearing this is going along just fine. Let's take a look at our food. Food's doing okay. Just about to get our big harvest in. Let's actually take a look. Ah, we have some more labor. Oh, right, because a lot of our children have now come of age. So we're going to have that going. And just have a... No, we're not going to have any. We're going to have laborers clear out stuff. That's what we're going to do. And we want to have a blacksmith. Get those quality tools going. And maybe that. So... yeah, that should work out fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm speaking a little bit faster than I normally do, so hopefully that's not throwing y'all off. I'm definitely trying to... Uh-oh. I'm definitely trying not to be as drab and monotone as I usually am, and gather that I am. Oh my goodness gracious me's. Yeah, he can sometimes hear me talking in here, and if he can't see me but he hears me talking, sometimes he'll get a little antsy, wondering where I am and what I'm doing and why I'm not doing it there with him to help me. Getting our wood dropped off, so to speak. Do I have the woodcutter going? I do not. So we also want that running. Now it's going to actually bring down... It's going to bring down the number of stuff we can have going on. Let's take down the miners. It's going to make everything else go a little slow, but, we kind of need it at this point. We just want food, food, food everywhere we can. That's what's taking a bunch of time to get done. Oh! Left off the statistics. Okay. Yeah, once all this stuff gets harvested, then we'll switch everybody over. Oh, and I do realize from my pun last time, the R was way too loud. When I listened to it, I could hear the microphone fluttering its little heart over that sound. So I do apologize if some of you were listening to it and then like, oh my god, what's happening? So, well, hopefully I'll be able to keep a handle on the volume of my voice. And apologies if the time for the last episode is just horribly, horribly inflated. I had thought that I had gotten that time in. Sometimes I just have a very bad sense of time, and I'm trying to get better at that. So a lot of that is me making absolutely sure I have that taken care of before I start recording. Getting the alarm started, that is. Oh, okay, we have autumn going. Come on, people, get that in. I want to see all of that stuff gone. Gone. Yes. Okay. We're actually going to wait till all of these people get all of the stuff in, because if you take them off farm duty, and I had forgotten about this, if you take them off farm duty, they will just drop the food wherever. And we don't want that to happen, so looks like we've done all of that. Let's switch them back over. Okay, we have all that going. Let's get the forester. We have the woodcutter going. Let's just get a few more miners, and we want the rest. We're going to have 2 laborers. Maybe, yeah, 2 laborers, 2 builders, and the rest are going to be doing mine work and quarry work. So at some point, you know, normally what I'd be doing is I'd be adding a bunch of houses, but I really want to kind of take this my own way this time around. Okay. Let's remove some of the resources that are going to be blocking this path. So we want to continue the road going. Stuff's still being dropped off there. I think they're going to be concentrating on getting the boarding house up and running. See, yeah, we got 100% of wood dropped off. This is already getting steel tools. Hooray! Hooray! Oh, there we go. Got the snow coming in. Got these miners doing their thing. Ah, this is nice. This is very nice. I'm glad we were able to find a spot for the trading post. I'm a little miffed that we couldn't get it on this area and have it all set up, but I think it'll work out for the better. So I guess a little bit more about yours truly. I only have a bachelor's. I haven't gotten a master's or a PhD or anything like that. At some point, I might go back to being getting a master's, but for right now, you know, just want to take a break from it. I want to concentrate on other things, namely being a father. That's the most important and most rewarding thing in my life at this moment. He is just the most amazing thing ever. What's... Oh, right, they're getting resources and losing resources, and reserve of longs is low. I think we're going to take some people off of stone duty. Right, okay. We're going to have people on labor duty. Yeah, so I have a bachelor's. I got it in history. And I found out that I probably should have gone in for like literature, like English, because I like writing and reading stories more and analyzing stories more than I do researching history, although all the history classes I've taken have helped me immeasurably understand the world around me. It's one of those things that I wish I could have gotten taken care of when I was in K-12. But unfortunately, going through the public school system, they don't always have the best track record when it comes to critical thinking and all that. And a lot of this is, I guess, bordering on the political, but I wanted to give you a bit more of an understanding of just who I am. Sort of, you know, have you get to know me a little bit better. Because I always appreciate when I know who's, you know, who am I watching? I mean, it's not just all about the game, it's about who's playing it and how they're playing it. And I find that to be sometimes very fascinating to figure out, because it lets me know why they make some of their game decisions that they do. And obviously that's not a requirement of mine. I don't need to know everything, and there are some things that you just need to keep private. But it's always nice to have some information. You know, just a little bit of flavor text, like at the bottom of a Magic card. Everything's going. So sorry if that ramble was a little bit awkward. Sometimes I find it's kind of necessary to have some conversations like that. Especially as I'm getting a feel of how to handle this whole YouTube Let's Play thing. Who knows, I might completely change what I want to do. How I consider things. Okay. Farmers. We're just going to leave a couple of stonecutters. Because we actually want some of this stuff to get done, even though it's springtime. 12. No more laborers. Okay, we're going to take just a few people off fishing, because I think we're doing okay for the moment. Okay, yeah, things are shaping up quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. This is going... This has all of its wood. We're still getting stone. I just need to double check. This does require stone too. Okay, so we're going to pause that. And because we already have a bridge going, so once we need to build that trade outpost, we can. So we don't really need to worry about that too much. I guess we're going to have a little bit of a quiet moment. Watch these folks scurry about. Oh, and they did build the wells. Yay! Oh, and one of the things, yeah, that I mentioned, we were going to start upgrading these things. I think we're only going to do that once the boarding house gets complete, which it looks like it'll be complete in a fairly short order. Probably this episode. At least the foundation will. No, I think it will be built this episode. Yeah, as I surmise, I might be running out of things to say doing 2 of these episodes back to back, but you know, sometimes you just have to strike while the iron is hot. You want to be able to maximize on the time that you have. It's not something I usually do. I'm a bit more sedate than I probably should be. And there's the alarm. We're actually going to continue this through spring and summer. I actually want to get us to a winter stopping point. I think that'll probably bring us up to the 25 mark. So we're going to see how this goes, because if that's the case, we started off early winter last time. If we get to early winter again, then I'll have a good sense of how long it will take me to get from point A to point B, even though I did pause a few times in the middle there. Checking on the progress. We just have one more stone we have to pop on there. Because we paused everything else, that should be the only place where it's going. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we're going to get this unpaused. I want to get these bridges out of the way because those sometimes are a bit of a pain to build, and once we have more avenues for people to get in and do stuff, it should go along like a lot faster. I don't have to worry about that for the next time. It's always nice to have a bit of a quiet. Just sort of have a nice little stroll. Here we go. Slow it down. Just take a look at the harvest while people are working in the fields. Go along this way. There's the quarry. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I think I figured out a naming scheme for each of these 3 places. Now, this place is going to be New Foxholm. I say new because once we get to that point, I'll point out where Old Foxholm is. This is going to be Colfax. Colfax, but I want to call it Colfax. And Old Foxholm is actually going to be this farming community up here. So the way I have it set is these folks, they started off Foxholm, and then they decided they need more, industrial goods and resources. So they created Colfax, but then they decided that they found a much better patch of land down here to have a thriving community. So they wanted to call this place New Foxholm. And I suppose as we add districts, we'll give names to those places as well. I'll just have to think of them between episodes. Or not, as the inspiration comes to me. Let's go ahead and speed this up. I want to get these things harvested. And I suppose once we get into autumn, I think I might cut it off. So I don't want it to go too far. Early summer. Yeah. early autumn, I think, will be a good place to stop once they get all of the food harvested and we get a good sense of where we are. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So once we get that complete, then I'll start upgrading these houses, starting with the earliest ones first. You know, because these folks have been waiting for some time for a better house. You know, don't want to ruin our standing with our constituency. Average happiness has gone down just a smidge, even though we have a bunch of alcohol. It's probably because we haven't added in too many wheat farms, so we can't make as much as we would like to. Summertime, and the living is, I guess, easy. These people seem to have it pretty easy. You know, they're happy, they're healthy, they have full stomachs. A village marches on in its stomach, or so the old saying goes. Oh, that is almost done. Watch it. Get complete. Kerblam. There we go. Boarding house complete. Let's go ahead and just... I know. We're pushing you out. Got some folks living here already. Late summer, getting all this stuff harvested. Yeah, it might have been a good idea if I had shortened the episode just a little bit longer, but once I get going with these things, I've found that I actually really enjoy recording videos, which I suppose is a good thing. I always have things I need to talk about, and unfortunately, well, not need to, want to. But if I don't have them written down ahead of time, I end up being a little repetitive. So that's something I'll have to work on before I do too many videos in a row. Might want to give myself a suitable amount of time to just think of some things to talk with you all about. I mean, that's one of the things I think I should probably watch more Farlands or Bust, if you ever heard of Kurt J. Mack. He has a very limited Let's Play, not limited as in, it's, that's so limited, but he only does a certain specific thing. He talks about things, he goes from point A to point B, he interacts with his subscribers, but he doesn't build like massive constructions, at least not all the time. And he schmoozes with the audience, and that's really nice. I enjoyed some of his earlier work. I haven't watched so much of his later stuff, but I generally like how he handles things. So yeah, you should definitely check out his channel if you haven't already. It's definitely something you can watch in the background, like glance up every so often. His goal, for those of you who don't know, is to go to the absolute edge of the land generation algorithm for Minecraft. Because at some point you'll get the whole thing to break down. And already he's gotten to the point where his world is starting to skip and miss things, which is, it's awesome to see. And he comes across some very weird terrain every so often. Alright, so these people have it mostly harvested and it's already autumn, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. If you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like or comment, and I would also greatly appreciate it if you either subscribed or shared the video. It's always nice to see y'all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll come back next time for episode 7 and pull up a chair for more Banished. Next episode, we're going to do some more work on our trade locations and hopefully develop our industrial area, Colfax, a little bit more often. All right, take care. Bye.